Hey guys, what's going on? Bofeity here. We're back with another commentary video, this time on Dawn of Tet with the RPD. We're just looking to unite Vietnam here. I end up taking out about 60 Southerners, but will it be enough? Let's check it out together. Starting off on Dawn of Tet here. We're attacking from the west, going straight east. We're on the south side, I guess you'd call it, of the objective. They usually like to hang out on that little catwalk. So if you get up on these rocks here, you can usually get a pretty good vantage point on them. You can see even from this distance that they're pretty easy to see due to the background being pretty light. So as long as you're just paying attention to movement, you can usually see people pretty easily from up here. The only thing you have to worry about is getting sniped because you are silhouetted pretty hard on this rock here. Especially shooting tracers, eventually you'll get shot. One thing I usually cut out of videos like this if I'm playing MGs when I shoot helicopters. It's not really very fun to watch somebody shoot a helicopter. Give me some ammo. Whoa! Thank you, Anne Frank from Beyond the Grave.
Hey, I got your back, Bofeity.
Special guest cameo. So here we've already taken Alpha. We're just pushing up towards Bravo and Charlie, and you get a few stragglers trying to head back. Always light up the objective with your MG. You can go right through it. That guy, the muzzle flash is just pretty obvious. Stay down, brother, I'm tossing a nade. But I believe there's somebody else over here and they were tossing nades. So I think I was trying to get that guy, but I don't know that he actually was there still. So now we're moving towards Bravo. Trying to get a flank on here. Hit him from the side. There's usually always people up in that top floor of Bravo. That's why I'm just laying into it so hard. But this guy in the doorway, I don't know how I didn't hit him at all. I was kind of amazed by that. Sometimes that's the way she goes. The bullets go a different way than you plan. This guy just silhouetted so hard that I got him, even from 209 meters. And that guy. There's one up there, Jammer. There's one up there, sir. The problem with the RPD is that, you know, if you have to ADS, you're generally going to be a few seconds, or a second or two slower, depending on what kind of gun they have. This is a pretty sweet little spot. It can cut them off as they're trying to get into Echo here. They'll just run into that house and easy peasy. That guy was trying to do some crazy shit. He was trying to, you know, go serpentine, but, you know, the mouse moves a lot quicker than he moves. And this guy, you know, you just catch him split second. The grenade thing is pretty common, especially when you're shooting tracers on a darker map like this. It's gonna be pretty obvious where you're shooting from. You can just spray through those walls, doesn't stop this caliber.
We have a ticking echo. Okay, there we go.
I was worried about TK and that guy, and so I tried to warn him. One in there, sir! It was too late, man. That's too late! A front row seat to that. Little motivational whistle there. Now this guy, you can just barely see him run by the window, and that's enough. You can just shoot through the wall. It's just really like if you've ever played PUBG or a game like that, you just train your eyes to look for the movement, and you'll be usually pretty good to go there. Sometimes you have to recognize silhouettes and stuff, but usually it's just all movement based. Your eye will just pick up that movement, and then you just. That's why if you use like an RPD or an M60, your eye will track that movement, and then you can just spray them and get you some kills. That nade I underhanded for some reason. Usually they like to hang out on that bottom part. There was nobody down there that time. That's just a free kill. I mean, it's just so open and you're up 2 stories. Here, I'm not even using the bipod. I tend not to use the bipod. Reason being that if you are in a position like that where you're moving around, it'll interfere with it more than it'll help. Being balanced on something is usually good enough. There you could set up with the bipod because it's no issue. You know, you're far enough back to where you're safe.
We are taking Gulf.
Oh shit, the napalm, sir. There was a guy shooting from that second floor window, so I'm gonna try and nade him, I think. Oh, nope, just gonna go up to the third, and it didn't go in, so.
We have taken Gulf.
Jeez, your tunnel's right next to a fucking hole, man. I'm gonna sprain my ankle. So that's a workplace hazard right there. It's an OSHA.
I just got killed like the second before we capped G. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, there was somebody firing from over there, and then if you'll just hear that hit sound. There's more to life than points, man.
You're wrong. That's all there is.
You can hear it hit him through the wall, and then at that point you know there's somebody there, so you just unload on it. Tet is really one of those maps where it's fun to play on either side.
I was trying to see if I could get behind.
Here, I just saw this guy in the doorway. I mean, it's an unfortunate. It's just all positioning for him, and he was not positioned well. I actually ran out of ammo there. If you saw the belt, didn't matter. I died anyway. But getting into objective India here is usually kind of a brute force method here. You just gotta keep on hitting it, and we have such a ticket lead that it really isn't an issue. As long as your team keeps pushing in, then you'll eventually wear them down, because their spawn is a lot further. You know, we spawn outside on the squad tunnels. If their squad leader's not staying alive, they have to run pretty far. So eventually you'll make up that gap and take it over. Now there I couldn't actually shoot because the crate was blocking my barrel. And then yeah, this happens, so it happens. What can you do? Oh shit, carbon. Shooting these little houses is just a good precautionary measure in case somebody is in there. Oh, you saw that guy run by. And then we get hit by the bulletproof glass. Oh shit. Yeah, that BAR just punches through that wall. I was fucked.
Yes, buddy.
Got a random fan in here.
Hey, beater.
A random sub. And then look at this guy. He thought he was a bad man. This guy was AFK. I saw that guy run by, and so I was just deciding if I want to go upstairs or pursue him. And I couldn't get an angle on him. And I was too worried about that window because it's a huge window and they usually hop through there. So I decided it's better just to stay in the objective and secure the upstairs here if I can. And you can really see the detail on this map up there. It's really... The buildings are just top notch on this map. You know, the architecture, second to none. That was just more dumb luck. You're able to spray enough rounds through the smoke that you'll get him. Now here, I didn't check the map before I threw this nade, and I end up TKing somebody. But if I checked the map, I wouldn't have been able to tell what floor he was on anyway, so I don't know that it really would have made that much of a difference. Here you can see someone behind the APC, and then there's a guy in the distance, and of course, as I'm about to shoot at the guy in the distance, he runs right through it, and I end up headshotting him. Give me some ammo, brother. They're up in the top floor, J. Yeah, that's a very good call out. They're up on the top floor, J. Because they're never up there. Yeah, I don't know why more people don't play on that little building to the left. It's a really good vantage point. And this obviously just goes through those walls, no problem. All I'm doing is just spraying along where they usually stand or crouch. If you hit somebody, you'll be able to tell.
Why did you jinx it?
You can see how hard they silhouette too because of how it's lit in there. The windows are like perfect squares or rectangles, so. And when they try and go and hide, you just shoot them through the wall, so. It's quicker to drop your primary than it is to switch to your pistol. Oh, and then I find another RPD. What my luck, huh? I could have had that guy, but if you saw, I actually undid my ADS. If I would have stayed ADS'd, I probably would have got that second guy, but I had no idea he was there. So we're still fighting for Kilo and Juliet here. We're at Kilo right now. So we just took J, so now the push is on for K. This is a pretty good position to be in because you can watch this whole corridor. With an MG, I mean, I don't know if it gets much better than this.
We are taking Kilo.
Because they'll almost always try and go through that window. Oh, I ran out of ammo right as that guy was on that window, so I had to reload. But we just basically juggled, so we gave up Juliet to get Kilo. But if you have Kilo, you can take the zip line over to Juliet, so it's kind of advantageous to get Kilo first, because then you can just zip line all the way to the other objective.
Kilo is being attacked.
The guy was watching that window. Yeah, this guy just got shot. So there I couldn't actually pull up my gun anymore because of how the bipod works.
I'm coming for your stream, Bofeity. Get over now.
First clear.
We are taking Juliet. Kilo.
Yeah, and then you can just pop out and just... Oh! So I think what happened there was I actually got shot from behind, not by the guy in the window.
Good shot.
There we go. Nice stuff.
Thank you, sir. And so there's that vine, you climb that vine, and then you climb this pipe and you get on the roof of Kilo. And to the left is where the zip line is. But from up here, you can obviously cover a pretty good amount of area. Getting some stragglers here. It's probably one of my favorite spots in the game for an MG. I mean, it would be good as a sniper too, but with an MG, I feel like you're just faster. Plus, you have a lot more rounds. And the suppression effect is also pretty important.
Yeah, on the front end.
But basically, anyone who goes outside of their base, and they don't even need to go outside of their base, really. At this point, they're down on tickets. There I spot somebody and I can't actually pull my gun over. The bipod was like locked and then the actual reload animation didn't go all the way through apparently. I'm not sure why there isn't a little bit of tolerance there. So there's that guy still behind there, but I see some other people. Some easy kills. I don't know why they're pushing the side. When you're down on tickets, people get a little overconfident, overzealous, and they just want to go kill people. I mean, I don't blame them, but you got to play the objective. So So we've been up here for quite some time, just milking kills here. And their ticket gap is just growing.
Alright guys, we'll spawn flank to the far right. Get the guys behind you.
Eventually I get sniped, I think, but I actually end up getting bugged and I'm not able to respawn at all. And I saw this gem. Oh my god, I saw that! He said this was from about 348 meters. And if you shoot RPGs enough, you know that there's like a very satisfying feeling to shooting long range shots where it actually cooperates and it doesn't tail off and go one way. That was pretty crazy to see that in spec. I was in spec for like 3 minutes. I wasn't able to respawn. I don't know what happened, but I couldn't do anything in the menu. I think it ended up fixing itself when we got force respawned or he put a new tunnel. Sorry, Carly. And I'll buy you a milk steak. TK Charlie Kelly, so I told him I'd get him a milk steak and nobody in the server got the reference. Their camo blends into that wall so well I was having trouble seeing them. I was just having to shoot the muzzle flash. Cover me, brother. Cover me, brother. I'm hit. Ah, they got him. Throw nades out this window. That's how long it takes to bandage sometimes now. And it's literally like a minute, maybe 30 seconds.
Anti-air defenses are active.
So that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this little commentary of some RPD gameplay on Dawn of Tet. Make sure to leave a like if you like this video and drop a comment below. Discord info is in the description. Of course, if you are not subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that sub button. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.